Strawberries don't fail because of heat alone. They fail because of stress.
My Jamaican Backyard Garden, Portmore Edition. This is Gardening with Stacy. Come garden with me now, man.
What a nice place to live. Sweet jam.
Here am I in the tropics, Portmore, Jamaica, growing strawberries successfully. And not only that, I learned how to maximize my yield, and I will be sharing just that with you. Welcome and welcome back to another Gardening with Stacy. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate you all. God bless you all. My new gardening family, welcome aboard. My faithfulers, bless up to you all the time. My channel members, God bless you one and all. So I realized that a lot of people stay away from growing strawberries in hot climate like I am. But I'm here to help you to change that because I've been growing strawberries over the years. I've had great success as well as I've had really bad failures. All right, so it's actually a learning process. So over the years, I've been learning and now I am just going to pass it on to you in this very short video. Can you imagine years and then you just get it just like that? But it is actually an honor to share with you. All right, so let's get into all of it. So you can see I have right here my strawberries. They're quite healthy and they're doing very well. So yes, as the video progresses, we're going to talk about growing strawberries successfully in hot climate, getting heat tolerant varieties, choosing the right location in your gardens. I mean the best time to grow them, like the seasons, and also feeding your strawberries for the best results. Mulching is very important as well, and we're going to talk about all of that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and feed them with you. So I will be getting some manure from these babies. Here you go. To feed my strawberry plants. This is actually not enough, so I'm going to top up with some that I already had in store. Now I also have some banana water inside this barrel that I am going to get some of to I usually put these in mesh bags, but I don't have any right now, so I'm going to use this baby to water them in. I generally water my plants before applying any sort of fertilizer, and that's because I want the soil to readily receive the fertilizer. Strawberry loves straws. I don't know if that's why they derive that name for it, but for some reason it's hard to get here in Jamaica. So I just improvise and use what I have in my garden. I already have these banana leaves. We call them banana trash. I was supposed to save some more and I completely forgot. So I'm going to just use what I have. I have this one little banana. leaf or trash. All right. Yeah. Oh, I see some dry ones on my neighbor's fence. I'm going to get some of those as well. So yeah, I I don't want no lizards jump on me. I don't want any lizards to jump on me. Ah, I have to cut this probably here. So, ugh. I'm gonna get this one now. I need this one. All right. Can I use these? No, this is just enough. Yeah. So these and those I have over there. Yeah, man. This can work. Rest them right here. All right. So now that I have everything together that I'm going to be using, we are going to talk a lot more about growing strawberries in hot climate and maximizing your yield. All right, so put these over here and stay right here and right here. So we're going to start right here at the end. And if you look closely, you can see that there's a bloom on here and there are strawberries right here, right? Yes, and there are more coming on the plant. So this is one plant right here, and it's actually putting out runners, as you can see. So you can see this one right here. What I did was to stop this runner in here, and this runner is actually putting out another one. So I can basically cut this runner now, and I would cut it right here, right? So that the plant can stop focusing now on this runner that is already rooted and focus on the fruits that it is giving me. So I am going to get my scissors and come cut it right now before I forget to do just that. All right, so slit it right there. So I can do away with this now. I don't need that, and that can function on its own. All right, so because I'm going to fertilize, I am just tilling the soil a bit. All right, I already water, but I just want to ensure that, hair is passing through the soil properly. No, strawberry needs light, but not extreme heat. However, there are some varieties that thrives very well in the heat. Some of them just prefer cold, right? When you're about to plant your strawberries, you can look into that. Now, I bought these from a very good friend. I am actually her first customer. She gave me some before Hurricane Melissa, but they were destroyed in that hurricane. I got them from her shortly after the hurricane. I don't remember exactly when, but I think it was in November. I think it was in November, and they are fruiting right now, as you can see. So I did not get the variety from her. However, I'm going to do just that, and I'll share it on my community because I may not get to her today. She's still experiencing the aftermath of the hurricane, like internet issues. The last time we spoke, she didn't get back electricity as yet. So I am actually recommending, if you're in Jamaica, you can get these type of strawberries from her. Oh, her name is Marie. Her YouTube channel is Marie's Flowers and Garden. Yeah. Growing your strawberries, the location makes a lot of difference. You have to take that into consideration. All right. And the timing as well makes a lot of difference. So maybe if it was summertime, maybe I would not be getting this good result right now, but get good result because of what I'm about to share with you, but not as good as this, because the temperatures are far better now because we're in a cooler season where sunlight and cool temperatures balance out perfectly, right? So in my opinion, the timing does contribute a lot to the results I am getting right now, and I am truly happy. I'm telling you, if you notice, I have a little shade going on right here, where after the morning sun from 6 to about 10, I can at least get a little shade over them. It needs to be balanced. All right. And of course, you have shade cloths. So in the summer, God's willing, if I find that my strawberries are going under extreme stress, the intention is to get shade cloths. All right. To help with that, just shading them throughout that midday heat of the day, right? Because it gets really hot here in Portmore for those who don't know. All right, so while the temperatures are a main factor, another one is feeding your plants. Now, well, before I get to there, I'm taking off this leaf because it is deteriorating and these things attract pests. All right, so I generally just get rid of them. Now, the strawberries, once they come under extreme stress, they will shed their leaves. That's a way of protecting themselves. And you'll find that they'll shed leaves until they shed, and they just die down. So, feeding your plants is another thing. Now, I am using this rabbit manure to feed them, and it is a cold manure, so it can be used whether cured or wet. However, if you're using other types of manure, like the hot manures, like horse manure, cow manure, and chicken manure, you want to ensure that you let them cure properly or dry out properly, because if they are hot, then they will burn your plants or your plant roots, and you don't want that. So rabbit manure is one of the safest to use in your garden. So if you notice, like I said, I water before, and the only reason I'm not going to water again is because I'm also using the banana water that I showed you earlier to water them in. I am definitely not going to, well, I don't need to water again. So the banana water is working. When I water the manure, then the nutrients will slowly be released in the soil, and then the roots will grab it and the plant will be fed. Now, you want to balance how you feed your strawberries. You don't want to fill it with just nitrogen. Nitrogen will just give you pretty leaves and no fruits. All right, so the manure is actually a good choice because it has nitrogen, potassium, and phosphorus. And the plants, those are the three primary nutrients that the plants need, right? Of course, it needs calcium, sulfur, magnesium, and other micronutrients, but those are secondary nutrients. All right, so the manure, add all of that, but I use the banana water just to add a little bit more potassium because they are fruiting, and with fruiting they need that potassium for the fruits to develop well. I am also going to mulch my banana trash or my banana leaves that I got earlier. Yeah, I am just going to use some of these banana leaf or banana trash, like we call them, and just put them in the container, right? So yeah, I'm improvising. All right, so the strawberry roots, they are shallow, and I noticed that they are very sensitive. Yes, hot soil, it will eventually damage the roots. Hence, the nutrients that the root would usually take from the soil will be reduced. And so mulching helps a lot. It will stabilize the soil temperature for you. All right. So, and not only that, with the fact that there are strawberries even touching the soil right now, having these inside there is even better, because then when a water, anything can splash on the fruit, fungal disease, anything of the sort. You understand me? So it helps in more ways than one. So I just need to put it right here, right now. I am just like that. The fact that I am making mention of it, I just have to get to it. All right, so yes, that's even better right now. So I am just going to fill the container like that with these banana trash. So of course it will retain moisture in the soil as well. So how I water my strawberries, I water them in the mornings. Like now that I'm mulching, the retention will even last longer. The water retention, that is. So you don't want to have soggy soil. You just don't need it to dry out between watering. Not soggy soil, all right? Soggy can lead to a lot of things: root rot, fruits falling off, diseases, things like those. I am just speaking of my experience over the years, so I think, for one, the variety has a lot to do with it. You can also research, eat tolerant varieties and try to get those. Instead of trying to grow any type and then, you don't get good results. Because I know the feeling, how that can be a little disappointing, right? So, of course, I don't have all the facts and all the information. So I am just sharing what I know. But if there's anything that I may miss out on, you can drop them in the comments. I will answer to the best of my knowledge. If I cannot, I will let you know just that. Because I really don't know everything, right? We are learning together, but experience does teaches wisdom. I can agree on that fact. All right, so of course, I am going to be doing the others. Of course, when I water again, these will lay a little better. All right, so I'm going to get to the others. These are there right now. I've completed the task. You can see this runner here hanging off. All I do is just let it make contact with the soil, and that will give me a nice plant right there. The same thing, see there are roots on here already. It was making contact with the soil, so as soon as they are rooted properly now, hold on, let me move this away from the corner a bit. As soon as they are rooted properly, I can either let it stay inside here, feed the container more, or I'll put them elsewhere. I really hope that this video was useful to you. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, walk good.
Come garden with me now, man.
And what a nice place to live. Sweet jam down.